All right, you guys. Welcome back. Just doing an interview here with Asher Springs Health, Mr. Olatunde Oladunjoye. I hope I said that perfectly correctly.
That's okay.
Is it okay? It wasn't correct. Was it?
It was correct. That's okay.
Okay. Okay. Good. Um, he runs Asher Spring Health, and I just want to learn more about it. Supplements are they're very important, I think, these days in people's lives. I know a lot of people use them. Me, I usually so far use things like CMOS. I know that for me, I've really been enjoying CMOS whenever I can get it, and then like alkaline water. But I'm expanding myself more all the time to learn about new types of supplements. So, without further ado, just a quick welcome, quick introduction. Um, Sir, how did you get started?
Yeah, thank you for having me and thank you for putting this interview right for today. Again, my name is Olatunde Oladunjoye. I'm a man of many parts. I started as an engineer, precisely back home in Africa, and a lot of things came up, and I became an ordained minister of the gospel. That means I pastor a church. So when I got relocated to US about 12 years ago, I need to do something more flexible because of the age. So I went into another career, environmental contaminants, where I deal with asbestos, lead, and mold. So while doing that, about 5 years into that business, I also was considering my age of retirement. What will I do if I got retired? So an idea came in, and I ventured into what we call chaplaincy services. That means providing a spiritual care support for people passing through issues of emotional breakdown, people suffering from loss and griefs. So I did my residence with Memorial Hospital in Houston, Texas, as one of the #1 trauma center, where I learned about chaplaincy and support patients. During my experience at Memorial Hospital, I discovered a lot of things about health issues because I work directly with patients from different units, oncology, children unit, transplant, and so on. So I discovered that I have a particular experience that I will never forget in my life. I need to support a patient who has diabetics. So I was praying with him. He now told me that he'll be having a procedure the following day, though I didn't go deep into the procedure type or nature. I just asked him that I'll see you again, maybe after the procedure tomorrow. So the following day, I got there. This man had been amputated at his ankle level. And I found out what happened. He said, I've been suffering from diabetes for over 20 years, and they've been treating all manners of treatment. But unfortunately, it got gangrened. It means that blood is not circulating around that point again. And the best advice from the physician was to better amputate it so it doesn't go further to the groins. And that caused a kind of shock into my bones. I said, wow, because of diabetes. And that's how you're going to lose your feet. Already it's been amputated. And from there, that was exactly 2019 thereabout, I began to find out how can I be of help and support to people suffering all this form of illness. Then the idea of natural remedies came to my mind, and I searched, I researched, I met an elderly man of about 84 years old then. He's into naturopathy. I consulted him, and he was ready to support me. So he taught me the first lesson of in herbalism, how you can use plants, how you can use herbs and spices to support all manners of aid. And that I did for about some months with him. Then I further went to another school in Boston where they combined 7 forms of medicine. We call them integrated health practitioners. They combine 7 forms of medicine from functional medicine, Ayurvedic, naturopathy, bioregulatory, automolecular, Eastern philosophies. So I did about a year with them. Still, I'm not satisfied. I still want to know more each day because I discovered that a lot of plants are in the world and a lot of remedies are available given to us by God. So I'm presently enrolled with Cornell University to have another flint of medicinal plant study. And that's my journey so far. I've been practicing compounding remedies myself, but I started as an holistic health coach, advising people on what to eat, how to combine food. And that's what I do up to now. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What was that last university you said?
Cornell University, one of
Oh,
the
Cornell. How's that going?
yeah, they have a program on medicinal plants, how you can use different herbs and plants. So I'm registered already. So we're starting class very soon again. It's going to take about 4 to 6 months to be able to know more about plants, to know the taxonomy, to know their medical benefits and how you can combine them for herbal synergies to help people in different ailments.
Amazing. Amazing. That's so deep. I could ask a million questions and we'll have to do another interview so I can do that as well. Yeah. But so Asher Spring Health. I've always loved, I love business because to me, it's the science of how, we move through this world and how we better ourselves. So how did you kind of decide to, on Asher Springs, the name, and then starting that in Houston?
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm an ordained minister of God. I believe in God. And whatever I want to do, I want to take my root from God. And especially when it comes to natural product like this, there are a lot of myths and misconceptions from people. People think when you use herbs, probably you are into voodoo, you are into some funny idolatry processes. So that a lot has affected the use of these plants. So that was a challenge I had. What will my colleagues, what if my family say if they see me putting plants together, doing herbal things? So I need to go and find out from God, where is this rooted in the word of God? And thankfully enough, God gave me a lot of scriptures to really convince me and to embark on this assignment. So I got the first conviction from the book of Psalms 104 verse 14. And the Bible said, God has given grass to the cattle. He has given herbs for the service of men. And that triggered me. If God has given herbs for the service of men, then that means from your crowns of your head to the sole of your feet, there are herbs God had specifically ordained to help you, to support you, and to get well. So that was the first conviction that gave me all the strength I need to push into this business of holistic health and wellness. And I got my name from one of the sons of Jacob, Asher. Asher is a foot deep into the oil, which means a tremendous wealth. So I said, okay, well, let me pick that name. I want to enjoy wealth. I want to help people. I want to glorify God. And by name, God does a lot of things. When he wanted to help Abraham, he changed his name. There's a great value in name to succeed in everything you want to do. So I combine spring. Spring is a source. So, and I know the source of any herbal plant or holistic wellness is from God. He said, I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health as your soul prospereth. So I combine the name Asher Wealth to the spring in God's source. So that's why I merged the name together to become Asher Spring. And since it's about health and wellness things, so that's I combined and registered the company in Houston, Texas.
Wonderful. Which area of Houston are you in?
I'm in Houston, southwest of Houston.
Southwest.
Southwest.
Okay. What are some of those neighborhoods called?
Sugarland.
Okay, Sugarland.
Richmond. Greater Heights, Houston, Greater Heights, and just like under Harris County, which is the largest county in the whole of US, but Houston under that.
How do you feel Astro Springs melds with that community, specifically Southwest Houston, Sugarland?
Well, generally, Houston is a multinational city. You have a lot of opportunity to travel to many nations within Houston. So I want to take advantage of that too. There are a lot of nationals there. Precisely in Southwest, we have Africans, we have African Americans, we have the Asians, we have the the Middle East, and these are all people also that believe in natural health and herbal to treat and support themselves. So choosing that point of location, which we are not going to be limited to first, will give us that access to immediate audience that needs our product. And that really give us the strength to sit within the Southwest. Of course, in the future, we might still spring out, but we have a lot of needies that wants to use these plants, that want to use this natural awareness. So that's why we situated in Southwest for now.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I always like different, because I mean, your community, no matter what, like you said, you're planted, so your community will always have some effect. I'd like to ask a couple questions about some products really quick. So the nitric oxide powder, how have you found that is really helping your clients, customers, clients?
Yeah, like I told you, I started as a health coach. That means I goes around, talk to people, educate them, because I believe that wellness is more of education. It's more of education. When people are taught in the right principles, understandings become easy. So in my navigating around the city, especially within the Christian community, one question has been coming up, that people are less informed about men's health. In women's health, we have a lot of library full of books, full of materials that have been addressing women's health. But in men's health, very little. Of course, things are coming up now that men also have been put in view, in consideration, but yet we still have very little. Why? I discovered that men don't talk. Men don't talk. They don't want to share the inner things that really affect them. And as being a man, I've met a lot of people that have asked that question after I give my talk. They want to ask me, Pastor, how can men be confident in the inner room? How can they? Because I want to tell you, erectile dysfunction is playing a lot of role affecting the confidence of men in our age and times. And this could be responsible for so many things. But I don't just want to give herbs for people to go and improve their erectile dysfunction, to gain back their confidence. So I need to dig deep into the science behind erection. And honestly, literally, what you need to know about erection is that ability for blood to flow to the man's organ well enough. That's what sustains erection. And nitric oxide is one of the things that the body produced as a vasodilator that widens your blood vessel by smoothing the muscle around your blood vessel so that the blood can flow more into your penis. So nitric oxide is a very vital substance when it comes to talking about erection dysfunction. Because if your nitric oxide is low, body produces it. There's no how you can get it in your body physically. There are two items, the L-arginine and the L-citrulline. They combine together and produce nitric oxide. And that nitric oxide, in essence, now softens the muscle around your blood walls so that it expands. And remember, when we're talking about blood flow, we are not talking about the erection alone. If the blood is not getting well enough to your penis, it may not also be getting well enough to your heart and to every other organs of the body. So when we are talking about nitric oxide, it helps to widen your blood vessel so that blood can adequately flow to every organs of your body. That's why we said it has a lot of benefits. It can help your cardiovascular health. It can help you to reduce the blood pressure. It can help you to manage erectile dysfunction as well. So it has a lot of importance. And for men's health, is a key thing for me, and that was why I ventured into more research so as to produce my our nitric oxide powder with other uh, ingredients to help men in their cardiovascular health, to control their blood pressure, to help in erectile dysfunction, and to even help people that are into exercise, because you need the relaxed muscles to be able to do exercise and all these workouts. That's the reason why we really delve into the idea of nitric oxide powder.
Wonderful, wonderful. And then this one, I don't know if I saw it on your website, but I know you had a dewormer. Oh, I
Yes,
see it there. The parasite flesher and the dewormer. Tell me a little bit about that one.
yeah. The woman is a language common to other parts of the world, but in US it's easily called parasite, anti-parasite. We call it the woman back in Africa. I was growing up as a young boy. I grew up with my paternal grandmother, and she's so traditionally brilliant and intelligent that every two months, my grandmother needs to place me on the woman. Especially when she looks at me, evaluate my growth. Maybe she discovers something is low. The first thing she wants to consider then was to give me a little piece of farm lax, which was then the woman. And once I take it, in under 2-3 hours, I will see worms getting out of me. Sometimes they will pull them out live. So as I was growing up, I came back to this nation. Over 6 decades I've been on earth. It's not a pronounced procedure here in the US. I don't know why, but later I found out that it's one of the major causes of why people struggle with health. Worm is a parasite. It lives on the host. That means, for instance, if you are the host now and somebody is living on you, parasiting on you, whatever food you have, every day your parasite will eat almost 40% of that food, causing trouble to your own deliveries too. So worms are like that. They feed on the host, they feed on the nutrients, they feed on the food, they feed on the vitamins, and causing low deliveries to your organs. So if you don't make life or environment difficult for worms, you can never get the exact values of nutrients your body needs to be able to function maximally. So the warmer is one of our basic or fundamental protocols. Anytime we have clients coming to our company, we have their intake. We want to encourage them on deworming and detoxing. Deworming is different from detoxing, but the warmer is to create an environment that is not conducive for worms to grow, either from the eggs level, from larva or pupa, until they become a big worm. So we put that dewormer with about 5 plants that take care of the egg, the larva, the pupa, and the adult worms, because they are so prolific in producing that they can release many eggs at a time. So if you want to treat them, you don't treat them in isolation. You treat them from egg to the adult worm. So that's why we combine about 5 different plants to take care of the one that the eggs, the larva, the pupa, and the matured worm, because that is the metamorphosis of their growth. So in that warmer remedy or supplement, we've considered how to kill the eggs, not just to kill them, at least to eliminate them and make your environment of your body to be not conducive for their existence.
Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Well, we're clearly just getting started. I think we'll stop it right there for now, but we're gonna have to do at least 2 more of these. Yeah, it was great interviewing you. You guys know it's me, Kinyo over here. And if you didn't know, which there would be no way that you would know, I actually met Pastor Olatunde because actually I've met it. Well, we've known each other for a couple of years now through a network of churches at New Covenant Church. But he also, just this past October, officiated my wedding to my wonderful wife, Danielle. So that just a little behind the scenes, so you know the connection there. But all right, we'll end it here, and I look forward to talking to you more, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Kinyo. And my regards to your wife.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, you didn't, sir?